Yo, what is up guys, it's Spitfire Gaming and today I'm going to be doing another video which is from the Real Blues section. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been about 2 weeks, I think. When I post this it'll be up 2.5 weeks by the time you see this. This week there's going to be 2 parts to this. Obviously 3 games has gone since I've last done the video. And we've won all 3 of those games 1-0. So the first game was against West Brom at home. Diego Costa scored the only goal. It was only really not very much happened. I think that in my opinion, West Brom should deserve a draw. Actually, I think West Brom should have got a 0-0 draw. They did fantastic well defensively. Ben Foster was a fantastic display goalkeeping. I think all it took though was one moment of brilliance from Diego Costa. That was his 12th goal of the season at the time. And yeah, just fantastic win really. Then the next game happened where we were away to Sunderland, and Sunderland prior to this game had a decent amount of form. I mean, you know, they were kind of reviving themselves back up again, you know, because they were losing. But recently they managed to pick up a few wins here and there. Well, not a few wins, but a win here and there. And Darren Moyes is finally putting up some motivation, I think, into the players, and I think ultimately some Allardyce is going to come back in and take over, because I think that he is kind of that manager that's going to just it's what he does. Allardyce, I think he'll come in at probably about March, April, in my opinion, because I don't know. David Moyes hasn't got a lot of experience in survival. He's mainly good at kind of keeping teams mid-table / 8th, 7th. With Everton, he was good at that. With Man United, he was kind of good at that. So, you know, banter. But I mean, Real Sociedad, he was kind of good at that as well. Banter. But yeah, I think the thing is that what we can take from this, in my opinion, is the fact that Sunderland were better, and defensively they're slightly better as well. And you can definitely tell with that, because we didn't have that many chances again in this game. And to be honest, Sunderland could have at the very end scored. Fantastic save from Thibaut Courtois from Patrick Van Aanholt's strike, who is an ex-Chelsea player. Funnily enough, actually there's another ex-Chelsea player with Papi Djilobodji, who signed from Werder Bremen. I think it was Werder Bremen in the German league. Then we immediately loaned him out, and then we loaned him to Werder Bremen, and we bought him from the French league. Was it Rennes? I don't know. I have no idea where we bought him from. But I know we loaned him out to Werder Bremen, and we sold him to Sunderland. But yeah, again, only 1 goal. Diego Costa, that's Fabregas, sorry. Great side foot, bottom corner. Jordan Pickford had another good game. Classic Jordan Pickford. He has been overhyped, I think, though. Again, people going, is he going to be England's #1? Is he going to... I'm thinking, he's like, what, 19, 20? Give him some time. Problem with keepers is that when they're 19, 20, they can either be the next Buffon, the next Casillas, the next, you know, Kahn, Lehmann. It could be the next big keeper, or they could be not. They could lose it, and we don't really want to overhype, especially goalkeepers, because I think goalkeepers, in my as someone who's played in goal, goalkeepers is something that is a very hard position. It's a very underrated position, in my opinion, and also it gets the most hate. I think goalkeepers get the most hate of any position, because goalkeepers aren't remembered for their saves or whatever. They're remembered for their mistakes, and I think that's good. But he will make mistakes. Obviously, he's English and he's overhyped, and also because of the fact that he's young, and also because that is a keeper, and because you're a human being, everyone makes mistakes. So tough. But yeah, Sunderland overall played well. I think again they could have deserved a point, in my opinion. It was really weird how we basically got 6 points from those 2 games, even though in my opinion we could have easily deserved only 2, which is really weird. So after that win against Sunderland, we were 6 points clear. 6 points clear from Liverpool, from Manchester City, and from Arsenal. 6 points. Wow. And then on Saturday, and I watched the whole match. Actually, no, I watched from the 20th or 30th. No, I watched from the 30th minute. We're away to Crystal Palace, who only a few days before just lost 2-1 to Manchester United. In the end, though, I think, in my opinion, that game was an absolute calamity of a game because the referee was just shit in that game, in my opinion. I think Man United Rojo should have got sent off. I think Ibrahimovic's goal was a handball. In my opinion, I think the game should have finished. I think Man United deserved to win, but God, there were so many mistakes in that game. There were so many mistakes in that game, honestly. But Rojo is a shit player. He really is. I'm sorry, Man United fans. Rojo is just not good enough as a defender. He's not good enough. He really needs to be loaned out or something. Or if you're going to keep him, you need to really tell him to stop lunging into tackles and stuff like that, because he is that close to injuring someone really badly, in my opinion. But enough about Manchester United, because where are they? They're 6th, so no one gives a shit about them. But on to Chelsea. So we were away to Crystal Palace, and nothing really happened. It was kind of boring. It was kind of just they put a bit of pressure on us. We easily dealt with it. Then we put a counter attack on them. They sort of dealt with it in their own way, which is basically like, I don't know. It's like a comedy sketch where people just fall over. It's just really funny to watch. To be honest, I mean, Crystal Palace defence, they are so comical. Like, they make the easiest things. They make them look so hard to deal with. You know, easy man marking. Gets him on the right side. Playing simple passes to Crystal Palace. That is probably the hardest thing they could ever do in their life. They can't do that. I don't understand really, but Pardew is just. I'm taking Levi Triogli's book here. I think Crystal Palace are really just shit. In all fairness, I mean, they've got the worst. What was it? They've got the worst record in all four leagues in England. They've got the worst record. But I think they've got the worst record at home. I think they've only won one game at home in 2016. In a whole year, they only won one game at home. One. Don't know who it was against. I can't remember, but they won one game at home. I mean, it's a bit stupid, isn't it? But very for me to judge. Last season we were shit, so this season we're good. And to be honest, there's a next video I'm going to be doing, part 2, is basically me going to be talking about that. But yeah, what happened is the 43rd minute. I think it's the 43rd minute. Diego Costa, cross came in from someone. Diego Costa headed it in. Goal. Yeah, and then to be honest, the rest of the game we had chances. Alonso had a few shots. Azpilicueta had a good shot. I think Kante should have scored. I think Alonso should have scored with his chance. I think Eden Hazard had a chance. Diego Costa had one or two more chances. We really could have scored 3 goals, in my opinion. I think we could have won the game 3-0. I think from the chances we had. I mean, yeah, there were half chances, but I think we were good enough to score those half chances. I mean, Wayne Hennessy and goal had a good game. In fact, all 3 keepers that we faced had good games. I mean, Ben Foster, Jordan Pickford, and Wayne Hennessy all had pretty good games against us. But what we could take from that is those 3 wins are actually better. Those 3 wins are bigger and better, in my opinion, than the win against Manchester City. In my opinion, because those are sort of wins that champions win. Like, if you get what I'm trying to say, those are the sort of wins that you look back on the season, you see that, because last season or in other seasons we couldn't beat Sunderland away. We always used to draw, we used to lose, and that pisses me off. But yeah, it's a good result, 3 very good results, and now we are 9 points clear. Obviously, I don't think we'll be 9 points clear. Obviously, Arsenal against Manchester City. I don't know about the results of that yet, but I think in my opinion it'll be either a draw. I think we'll go for a draw. I think it'll be like a 1-1, 2-2 draw. I think, in my opinion. I think I'm going for a 1-1 draw on that one. And then obviously there's Liverpool versus Everton. I think Liverpool will win. I think Liverpool will win 2-1. To be honest, so obviously the gap will be close to 6 points. But we'll be going into Christmas top by a decent rate as well. And I'm really proud of Chelsea. And I'm proud of Conte. I think Conte done a fantastic job and everything like that. But that sort of thing will be covered in the next part of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Take care and